Sharon Kenya. Okay, I can see you are good. We have Steve Mandiko. How are you? Sally, how are you?
I'm good. Quite.
Coffee. Uh-huh. Who else? Mickey Ochieng. Milky Ochieng. You good? Yeah, okay, I can see. You're good. Faith, Faith Kitonga. Doreen, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm good too. And Samson, senior comrade.
Yes, comrade.
Waje mzee,
Niko salama, labda wewe.
mimi niko fiti. Naona leo umefika maeneo.
Leo nimeingia wa kwanza.
Eh, ambia beginners kitu hapa nikimaliza kunini.
I'm not yet ready. Maybe the next few minutes.
Okay, sawa tu ina shida. Nini yangu hata
Okay.
imefunguka.
Okay.
Alright, so guys, today we are going to have our second lesson. On Monday we had the first lesson, and I believe you learned something from that. To those who are new, welcome to the Forex Crypto Hub. This is the second lesson we are doing on Forex trading. We are still under basics or the introduction part. Yeah, so if you missed the first lesson, it's already in our YouTube channel. It's already in our YouTube channel. You can go and have a look at it there. Yeah, the first lesson is already in our YouTube channel. Yeah, so people are still coming in. Okay. In the last session, I shared with you some of the things you need to avoid as you are entering this industry. That's how you can get scammed there. I shared a few of them. Also, we did not the introduction part. We got to know what is this Forex, and then we went ahead and looked on advantages and disadvantages. So today we're going to start on ways of earning or ways of making money in Forex. Then from there we will continue with something different. So the ways I shared with you on how you can get scammed are the same ways you can make money. So it depends with you now as a person. It's going to depend with you as a person. So allow me to start sharing them, and then you'll get to know. So the first one is through trading. You can make money in Forex through trading. That is, now you decide, I am going to be doing the real trading now. I'm not going to be doing anything else apart from trading. My work will only be buying and selling when I see an opportunity. That is one way you can make money in forex. The second way, the second way in which you can make money in forex is now through mentorship. Like right now, what we are doing is mentorship, teaching people. That is now what we call mentorship. Yeah, that is now what we call mentorship. All of you who are in this class, none of you I have charged a single coin. You could have paid me $100 to teach you. That's roughly 13,000 Kenyan shillings to teach you. But I decided let me do this for free and share knowledge with you guys. So you are lucky. You are lucky. You are getting this knowledge for free. So the second way you can make money in forex is by doing mentorship or by teaching. That is the second one. So the first two, that is now trading and also teaching, I recommend that because you are not stealing from anyone. If it's teaching, when someone pays you, teach them, finish your work, you are good to go. Number three is selling signals. Selling signals. So now, if you decide now you're going to be providing signals to people, you can decide they are going to be paying you something like $30 per month. After the month is over, someone can renew their subscription, or you can charge them $50. It will depend with you and the kind of clients you have. You're going to set that according to how you feel your skill level is, Yeah, a time is coming when now you will be in a good position to rate yourself. So that is the third way, selling signals. So and selling signals will simply be like, I have taken a gold buy at 4500. I tell you, buy gold at 4500, have a stop loss at 45.95 or 45.90, have your take profit one at 45.005, have your take profit two at 45.10. That's simply what a signal is. That's what a signal is. So you can as well make money by selling signals. So those are three good and legit ways you can make money in trading. Now let's go to number four. Number four, which is copy trading. Copy trading, as I mentioned the other day, it's whereby people will connect their accounts with your account. Like your account is going to be now the master account. So here we are around we are 17. So all your 17 accounts will be connected to my account. So once I execute a trade on my account, it's going now to execute in all your accounts. You are not going to do anything. You will just see them execute the trades, but I'm the one who have executed it. So you will have connected your account with mine. So what normally happens in copy trading, I is now the one who is providing that service. I'll decide maybe I'm going to get or to take 30% or 40% of the profits we make. That's going to be mine. So the time I'm setting up things on the broker side so that they can allow me to do the service of copy trading, that's when I'll insert all that information, right? So you can make money by doing or by offering that copy trading service. Let's say you have 10 clients and you have decided everyone the minimum deposit in your account is going to be $1,000, and I'll be taking 30%. I'm not going to tell you the percentage I'm taking, but I know that on my end. So if I'm taking 30% and we say every day we are making $100, so I'll be making $30 from you And remember, I have 10 clients, so every day I'll be making $30 times 10. I'll be making $300 from what? From copy trading. That's still another legit way to make money in trading, right? I hope we are together up to that point. The other one, it's by working with brokers. And working with brokers, it's simply what we call IB. IB. You can now partner with brokers. They'll provide you with a special link, whereby now, when you have clients, you give them the link, they register their accounts there, and then once they place trades, there's a certain amount of money you are going to get paid as commission. You now, as a client, your profits will not be reduced, no, because like now, when it comes to time where we'll be dealing with brokers, I'll give you a link. That is the only way you can support me in this. I'll give you a link. You create an account, and then let's say now you start trading. Your trade makes a profit of $20. You will get your whole $20. You will get your whole $20. You will get your whole $20, but the broker will pay me a certain percentage. I hope you are able to understand that. So IB is another way you can make money, and in this case, in most cases now, making money, it comes it's all about you getting what? You getting capital to trade with. All these ways I've mentioned so far are ways you can use to make money or to get trading capital. So once you have this skill, my friends, this skill you are getting here is something that is very important, because you can decide, like so far I've mentioned, is it 4 or 5 ways you can make money in trading. So you can decide, I'm going to venture in all these 5 ways, because they are all legit. You are not doing any shady business there. You are not stealing from anyone. You can decide, I'm going to do all the 5 of them. Now let's go to the next ones. And now from here, it's where in most cases now people get greedy, and this is now where red flags comes in. And so that is the next point. That is the next point, which is now this is number one is account management. Account management is whereby in most cases you get that you have the money, but you don't have the trading skill. What you know you have is just a little knowledge, or maybe you have heard someone talk about trading somewhere, and you said, "Let me invest in this," because you have money and you don't want to learn. You are that lazy person, so you give out your money for someone to trade for you. And I told you the other day, if you come across an account manager, someone who tells you, I'm going to do account management for you, and they tell you, send me your money so that I can deposit in my account, and I'm going to trade for you, run for the safety of your money. Because what they'll do, they'll go to a demo account, that is an account with virtual money, and they will deposit a similar amount to what you have sent to them. Let's say you have sent to them $1,000. They will go to demo account, they deposit $1,000, and then execute trades. Maybe they will execute the first trades, make some wins. They share screenshots with you. You are making profits, and then all of a sudden, they'll now take trades, either whether they know what the market is doing or not, because most of them are scammers. They might be knowing, yes, the market is selling, they will go and buy with a big lot size, so that the account ends up going to zero, and they tell you, we have blown the account. So you end up losing your money in that case. So when it comes to account management, the best way, if I tell you I'm providing account management services, ask me for my track record. A track record, you can tell me, give me your 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year trading history. Then you go through it. That is from a live account. You can ask for a physical meeting from whoever is telling you is going to provide that service, or you can ask for their account number and an investor's password, not their real password. In accounts, we have two passwords. You have your own password and there's a investor password. Investor password, you can give it to anyone. They can see everything you are doing to your account, but they cannot take any action into your account. They can't buy, they can't sell, or they can't close any trades in your account, right? So account management, if you learn trading, you practice, and you feel that your skill is good, you can decide, I'll venture into account management service, which is good, but don't steal from people, my friends. Don't. It's not good. So when you are doing account management, in most cases, they normally use the 50-50. That is 50%, 50%. You divide, or you share those profits. The owner of the account and the person who has been trading, or they are going to use a 60-40. So those are normally the ratios which are used mostly. But we have some other greedy people will say, I'm going to do a 70-30. The one trading gets 70, you as the account owner, you get 30%. It's still okay. Okay, now the other one is investment. So since now you have the trading knowledge, you have the skill, and you are good in everything, you can decide now, let me come up with a platform where people will be investing their money, and then I use that money to trade, and then I'll pay them some interest. If you are going to do so, maybe in future, don't promise people high returns. It's better you promise someone something like a 0.1 return per day, but not 1%. Of course, yes, you can make that 1%, but the market is not going to be favorable to you every day. So what about the days you are not able to make that 1%? What will you give to that person? Because maybe they will initiate a withdrawal on that day when you have nothing, right? So if you're going to come up with that investment platform, well and good. And in most cases, investment and what we are calling pool trading, I can put them in one sentence. Pool trading is where we are 16 here. I say everyone come up with $100. We put all this money in one trading account. Then the profits you are going to make, we are going to share, right? We are going to share those profits. I might say, since that's $1,600. So we say we are targeting to triple the amount, and I'll say maybe now after we have tripled the amount, I'll be giving everyone like $300. So that is $200 profit plus now your initial investment of 100. So you will get $300, and then the remaining amount is going to be mine because I'm the one who was doing the work, right? So the last one, and this one, uh, actually about investment, I don't advise people to do that. I don't advise. I'm always against that. Investment, pool trading, account management. I'm always against that. And the last one is about the bots and robots. Once you learn your strategy, you can decide, let me do an automation, let me code my strategy, or I get someone who is good in IT. I tell them what I want, and then they are going to code for me my strategy. So now it becomes a software that will be executing trades on my behalf. So once you have your own bot or robot, whatever you are going to call it, you can decide, I'll be selling it to people at a certain amount, right? Which is good. You can make money from that. But I highly advise people to always use manual trading. Manual trading. Just wait for the market to come to you and click your buy or sell. That's enough. So, we are done with that. Those are the ways you can make money in trading with. Those are ways you can make money in trading with. So, let's go to the next subtopic, and that is going to be what you need to trade forex. So what are the requirements for you to become a forex trader? What are the requirements for you to become a forex trader? I hope you can see my screen, because I believe maybe some of you are taking some notes. I believe you are seeing my screen. So the first thing you need, and the most important thing you will need, is now the forex knowledge. And the forex knowledge, that's what we are doing right now. I'm teaching you, you are acquiring the knowledge. And that is the most important thing you will ever need in every industry you interact with. First, seek information before you invest in anything. Right? Number two, you will need a device. You will need a device. And a device, you can either have a laptop, you can have a smartphone, you can have a desktop, or a tablet. So I know most of you may be here, or some of you here, they only have a smartphone. Don't worry, we also began there. I was using a smartphone when I was starting, and actually I was teaching people with that smartphone, and everything I was doing in that smartphone. Captain Sam, we used to be with him in the early days. He can testify that. So whichever device you have, you can start from that. If it's a smartphone, start with a smartphone. After you gain the skill and you start trading, accumulate profits slowly, buy a laptop or a desktop, and one day you come up now and have a trading system of over $2,000 or over 300,000 Kenya shillings, or whatever amount you need. Or okay, now let's go to the third one. The third thing you will need is internet connection. Internet connection, and the device you will be having, it will require what? Some internet, and that's where you can use now either Wi-Fi, mobile data, or fiber. I know all of us here are using different internet connections, right? The fourth thing you will need is a trading broker. So we are going to look further about a broker just there below. You will need trading capital. Trading is a business and not a job. Trading is a business and not a job. So, as a business and as any other business out there, you will need capital. You will get the skill, you will practice and perfect, but a time will come when now you will need capital to invest, to put there, so that when you execute or you place those your trades, the buys and the sells, you make profits and you withdraw your profits, right? The last thing you will need is a trading platform. This is now where your activities are taking place, or I can say this is now your office. So you will need what we call a MetaTrader. We have a MetaTrader 4 and a MetaTrader 5, or we normally call them MT4 and MT5. So MetaTrader, that is now where we place our trades on MetaTrader 4 and 5. That is now where we place our buys and sells, right? And we have another one we call a trading view. Trading view, mostly we use it to do market analysis. We normally use a trading view to do market analysis. So like this is now trading view. Let me just demonstrate it to you. So for MetaTrader, I'm going to share a screenshot in the group of how a MetaTrader looks like, and then after this after this session, you are going to install that app in your mobile phones. So like This is now trading view. This is now where we carry out analysis. Remember, I believe you saw a video I did during the day when I was talking about this. I said we had this buy, we took it to this level, and we were expecting the market to come down, and it did so and so on. So we normally do analysis on this platform. We are calling what? We are calling a trading view. All right, let's continue. I believe we are together up to that point. I believe we are all together up to that point, and no one is left behind. So let's proceed now. Let's look on a broker. What is a broker? A broker is a middleman that connects traders to the forex market. You cannot trade forex directly without a broker. That's why you'll get that before we never had many people doing forex. It's only the banks who could do forex. Only the bank who could do trading. Only the banks could do trading. But now, because of because of uh, because of brokers, everyone is now able to do trading. Because of brokers, everyone is able to do trading. Because of brokers, everyone is able to do trading. Sawa sawa. I hope we are moving together. I hope we are moving together. So, when it comes to a broker, or how do you choose a broker? What a broker does? What is the work of a broker? Number one, the broker will provide the trading platforms. You will get that we have a broker who only deals with MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader is abbreviated as MT, MT4. That is MetaTrader 4. MT5 is MetaTrader 5. So we'll have brokers who provide only MetaTrader 4, others only MetaTrader 5, and others they provide both. So you are going to choose while you are creating an account. You are going to choose which platform would you like to use. And I highly advise for MetaTrader 5 because it's simple to use and easy to understand. Right? It's it's easy to use. Yeah, and interact with also. Again, brokers offers a real-time price quotes. Brokers will offer real-time prices. So whatever price the market is having is the same price that the broker is going to provide to your account so that you can place your trades. Brokers execute buy and sell orders. So when you place your buy or your sell, the broker is the one who is going to execute that trade for you in the market, because this is now the brokerage or the middleman, because you can't do it directly. Aha. Let me allow some. Okay, let's continue. Brokers, they will provide leverage and spreads. Leverage, leverage. I believe you can understand leverage in different ways. So let's just lay like leverage. It's like a loan. It's like a loan you are getting from the broker. So then the spreads, you will understand them better when we get deep into the topics. Also, brokers manages your deposits and withdrawals. You can only deposit and withdraw through a broker, right? You can only deposit and withdraw through what? Through a broker. Now, things to consider when choosing a broker. Number one, regulation and licensing. In Kenya, brokers are regulated or licensed by CMA. CMA stands for Capital Markets Authority. So that is now the body responsible for licensing brokers after reviewing them, right? Again, you can look at the spreads and the fees of a broker. Like the spreads applies when you place your trades. Yeah, trades will start with negative. So if you are using a broker with big spreads, you are going to have your trades start with a very big negative. But if your broker has small spreads, that is good. Again, when you have let's say you have set your take profit at a certain level, and your broker has a big spreads, market will come surpass your level, and it will not have hit your target. Um, it will not have hit your target, right? So you have to consider that. Again, you will consider leverage options. You might decide to go for a broker with high leverage of maybe 1 is to 2000, 3000, 1 is to unlimited, or you might decide to go for one with maybe 1 is to 400, that is a minimum, or on the broker side maybe it's the maximum, but you need that small one. You might decide to go for that kind of a broker. Trading platforms available. The broker is going to show you the trading platforms it's offering. Is it MetaTrader 4 only, or MetaTrader 5 only, or both? There's a customer support. You have customer care in case you have anything that's about, maybe you have made your withdrawal and your money has not yet reached your account, or maybe you made a deposit and money did not reflect in your trading account. You can raise issues there. The customer support is going to solve those issues for you. So you check how fast does that broker uh, respond. Again, you now check on deposit and withdrawal methods. If you only know how to use M-Pesa, see whether the broker is offering that M-Pesa option. If you like using bank, see whether the bank option is there. If you like using crypto, like high and some few of us here like using the Bitcoin and those other cryptos. If you like using them for withdrawals and deposit, see whether they are still available there. Yeah. So when you check on the broker and you see that the broker is offering all these, you can make a decision whether this is a good broker and I'm ready to use it, or not, right? So along the way, you will get to do more research on your own and on brokers. There you will get now that we have some types of brokers. You will come across and see we have some A book brokers and B book brokers. Like an A book broker is the one that when you execute a trade, is going to send it to liquidity providers instantly. And then the B book brokers, you might place a trade and the trade is going to delay for some minutes before it executes. So you will get to understand more as you continue. Yes, I'm teaching you, but I cannot teach you everything. Some things you will be getting to know them on your own as we continue. So let's move to the next subtopic, and that is now what is traded in Forex. What is traded in Forex? What is traded in Forex and CFDs. What is traded in Forex and CFDs? CFDs stands for contract for difference. Contract for difference, and this is now a financial instrument that lets you trade the price movement of an asset without actually doing what? Without owning it. So what we normally do now is we do CFDs. Like I can trade gold without owning a physical gold. I can trade euro without owning a physical one, right? So the first thing we trade are currencies. And talking of currencies, I'm not talking about our local currencies, the I don't know Kenya shillings, Tanzania shillings, Uganda shillings, and the rest. I'm talking about foreign currencies, the likes of euro, the dollar, the pound, Japanese yen. Those are the currencies I'm talking about when I talk of currencies. So those are the ones I'm talking about. All right. So let's see the next or the second thing you can trade are metals. And talking of metals, remember the metals you learned in high school in chemistry. I don't know, was it from three? I guess so, from three. Yeah? Those metals, all those metals you can trade them, but we have two which are commonly traded. That is, number one is gold. Gold. And gold, it's abbreviated as XAU. The abbreviations are the ones we normally use or we mostly use in trading. So XAU is gold. And the second one is silver, which is abbreviated as XAG. Those are the two commonly traded what? Traded metals. Number three, what you can trade are cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies, these are digital currencies or the new currency or digital money or foreign currencies. Sorry, not foreign, but virtual currencies. Whichever you're going to use and you get it suitable for you to understand. So when you check on payment methods, you will get crypto is the latest development in the payment systems. So during your own time, just go and research on evolution of money. You will see how we have evolved from barter trade all the way to cryptocurrency. But the commonly known is Bitcoin. So these are now what we call cryptocurrencies. So you can trade cryptocurrencies, the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever crypto coin, XRP, Binance, Smart Chain, Binance Coin, whichever coin you know, you can trade it as long as the broker provides that. Or if you want to trade on the crypto platforms, the likes of Binance or KX, you can trade them as spot, you can trade them as futures, you can trade them as margin. There's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, number four. Number four, we have indices. Indices. So, and one is a single one is known as an index. A single one is known as an index. So, indices, these are groups of top performing stocks. And you know, when we talk of stocks, we are talking now about company shares, right? So, if we talk of something like S&P 500, we are talking of 500 companies. 500 companies in the US. We have another example there, which is NASDAQ or NAS 100. NASDAQ 100, these are top 100 companies in the US, and in this case, these are 100 top tech companies, technology companies, tech companies. So during your own time, just go to your either ChatGPT or your Google and search components of NASDAQ. You are going to see all those companies there. The likes of Facebook, Microsoft, all of them are under NASDAQ. Those companies makes up NASDAQ. So there are 100 companies in number. So NASDAQ has different names with different brokers. You can get broker A calling NASDAQ, calling it NASDAQ. Broker B calls it NAS 100. Broker C calls it US Tech 100, right? So it has different names depending on the broker you are using. The other one is what we are calling the Dow Jones. Dow Jones as well. Depending on the broker, it can have different names. The broker A can call it Dow Jones. Broker B can call it US 30. All right. So And now talking of US 30, these are now 30 powerful companies in the US that have come up together to form up one asset that is now traded in the Forex market going by the name US 30. Nasdaq is also known as US 100. It also has that name. We have DAX 40, that is, yeah, you can research on the rest. Number 5, what you can trade now are stocks. Stocks. You can decide, I'm going to major on stocks. And we have those global stocks and we have the local stocks. And I believe for those who trade the local stocks and have been following up with my status for the past, let's say, was it 1 year or something? I have been sharing some stocks there for people to go and purchase, the likes of Safaricom, the likes of Kengen, the likes of Kenya Power. Yeah, buying the shares. You can buy shares. You can buy those shares and you can as well trade shares. So it will depend on what you want to do. You can as well start now trading those international owned companies shares. Those are now the stocks I'm talking about. So the last thing you can trade are commodities. Commodities. Commodities, we have oil. And remember, when it comes to oil, crude oil is included there. And in trading, crude oil is abbreviated as what? WTI. You have WTI, US oil, UK oil. All those names are for oil. It will depend with which one you will be using. Gas, we have natural gas, you can as well trade it. In most cases, that's why you get that when we have those global crises or we have wars somewhere and stuff, you see prices of these things rising. So as we continue learning, you will now get to understand why if there is war somewhere, the price of oil will rise. If the price of something like gold will go up, Bitcoin, and so on. Now, this is the last subtopic for today, and this is the most important thing. All what we have done, this is now the first most important thing you'll need to know. The rest we have been doing that for general knowledge, so that if you come across someone and you say I'm a forex trader, and they ask you something, at least you can be able to explain to them those things without bluffing and you know yeah, so we are going to talk about major currencies. Major currencies. We have 8 of them. We have 8 of them. So you can see on my screen, I have the currency name and abbreviation. So if you are writing, you can make that. Is it what? Make that kind of a table. Currency name, then abbreviation. And the first one is the United US dollar, or you can write the whole name United States dollar, the US dollar. It's been abbreviated as USD, been abbreviated as USD. United States dollar, being abbreviated as USD. The second one is Great Britain pound, Great Britain pound, Great Britain pound, being abbreviated as GBP, Great Britain pound, being abbreviated as GBP. The third one is euro. The third one is euro. The third one is euro, being abbreviated as EUR. Euro is abbreviated as EUR. We have the fourth one is the Japanese yen. Japanese yen, which is abbreviated as JPY. The fourth one is Swiss franc. Swiss franc, being abbreviated as CHF. CHF. We have the sixth one, Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar, being abbreviated as CAD or CAD. 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 We have the seventh one being Australian dollar. That is abbreviated as AUD or AUD. AUD or AUD. Then we have the last one, which is the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar, which is abbreviated as NZD. NZD. So those are the 8 basic currencies, and the assignment for you is to make sure you know the abbreviation of all the 8 currencies. If it's USD, you know it's the United States dollar. If it's Japanese yen, you know its abbreviation is JPY. You know what CHF is, because you will be dealing mostly with what? With the abbreviations and not the whole names. So that is the first assignment for you. Make sure you master those abbreviations of these 8 currencies. Why do we call them basic currency? Because whichever pair you are going to have will come out of this. If I take Japanese yen and Swiss franc, I'm going to have a pair. That is now CHF JPY. I take euro and the dollar, I will have euro USD, like that. Out of these 8, I can come up with more than 20 pairs. So you will need to understand those 8 basic currencies. NB or a not. The first 2 letters represents the country's name, while the third letter represents the country's currency. So, like for us, what is the Kenyan currency? What is the abbreviation for Kenyan, for our Kenyan currency? What is the abbreviation? Somebody just unmute your mic and say countries. The first letter represents the countries. Yeah. Somebody. Hello.
Is it cash? K.
Pardon?
Is it cash? K
Uh-huh.
K S H. Am
KS.
I right?
Um,
K
K. Okay,
K.
you have said KSH. Eh?
Yes.
Okay, good try. Or somebody else. The first 2 letters represents the country's name, while the third letter represents the country's currency. Just as simple as that.
It's KES.
Yeah, good. KES. KE for Kenya, then S for shillings. Okay, let's wait up. Let's wait up. Types of currency pairs. Types of currency pairs. Types of currency pairs. We have 3 of them. The first one we call them majors. Majors. These are pairs that contains the US dollar as either the base or the quote. So when you have a currency pair, take an example, you are having the euro and the dollar. So you are going to have euro USD, EUR USD. So the first currency, which is the euro, is what we call a base. The first currency, which is the euro, is what we call a base. While the second currency, which is the US dollar, is what we call a quote. Is what we call a quote. Are we together on that? All right. So, um, if uh, if a pair has the US dollar as either the base or the quote, we call them what? We call them majors. And examples of majors, we have Euro USD, GBP USD, USD GPY, USD CAD, NZD USD, and Audi USD. Those are the examples of majors. This is just for general knowledge, because maybe one day you might come across a platform and people are saying, today we are going to look for buys on USD majors. Sorry, not USD majors, but on majors. But um, okay, not majors. I've not framed this correctly. Let me come up again. You might hear someone saying, today we are going to look for buys on USD basis. So that means the currency pairs that have the US dollar as the first currency are going to be buying. So that was now the point I was trying to drive. So you need to understand what a base is and what a quote is, right? The second type of a currency pair is what we call a cross. And crosses, these are currency pairs that does not have or does not include the US dollar as either the base nor the quote. And we have a few examples there. We have Euro GBP, you have GBP, GPY, we have Audi card, that is Australian dollar versus Canadian dollar. Yeah, and the last one, we have what we call exotics. And exotics, these are currency pairs that include emerging economies. Economies that are growing are now the ones we are calling what? Emerging economies, like Chinese economy, um, and the rest. So we have a few examples there. We have USD ZAR. ZAR stands for South African Rand. We have USD MXN. MXN stands for Mexican Peso. We have USD TRY. TRY stands for Turkish Lira. So those are the types of currency pairs. These are just for general knowledge. They are not that much important. Yeah. So in the next session, we are going now to be looking about trading sessions, or when you need to trade, or what is the best time for you to be trading. And this is the second best, sorry, this is the second most important thing you will need to know uh, as we continue. So up to that point, if you have a question, kindly you can ask. If you have any question, kindly ask before we can end the session and call it a night. If you have any question, kindly unmute your mic and feel free to ask your question. If you have any question, any question?